Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Andrew Snorton with Creative Community Solutions. And as you're aware, when we cover different events that are taking place, we go across the board: arts and entertainment, government and politics, sports, and other great areas. And every once in a while, we get a chance to talk with the newsmakers who are making it happen. To make sure to find out more, visit our website of asnortonccs.com/blog. You may also connect with us at Creative Community Solutions on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure to visit asnortonccs.com on Instagram and Twitter so you can stay connected with the people that we talk with, as well as other great news taking place. And we are so excited to have a guest who has a wide array of skill sets, including published author and travel consultant. So introduce yourself, if you will.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lynn Ludaway. I recently published my very first self-published book, How to Plan Your Vacation in 30 Minutes or Less. It's available now on Amazon in 2 different formats, ebook and paperback, for those who have to have a tangible format. You're welcome, Mom. But I'm here today to talk about vacation planning and to help and empower everyone to start their first international and local trip.
Wow. So author and local, national, international, walk through with us your travel journey, because some people have been able to go to different spaces and places and that's all they do. So walk us through your evolution from enjoying travel to now taking it to the next step to help empower others with their travel journeys.
Sure. Well, I started traveling in my teens. I was exposed to traveling very early, at a very early age, as most people are exposed to travel the same way I was, through sports, dance, and just activities, competitions in the high school. And then from there, when I was able to afford my own way after I graduated, I was exposed to more international travel. I did study abroad twice. I studied abroad in Asia. I studied abroad in Europe. I'm actually married to a European citizen, so there is love elsewhere outside of the States. And as I began to travel more and more, people kept asking me, well, how do you do this? And how do you plan your trip so fast? And how do you stay within your budget? And I kept getting the same questions over and over and over again. And so I just decided to put it all down. And with the help of my family and friends, we were able to compile all of my thoughts in a very succinct way, which was very difficult because the book is only 27 pages. It's written as a workbook. So it's supposed to be quick and easy. It details how you can plan your vacation in 30 minutes or less every time. So you don't waste time with trying to figure out your budget. There's a budget calculator for you. It will do everything for you. It will show you how to find your trip via an internet search. It gives you everything you need to plan your vacation and book it within 30 minutes.
And I find that very amazing because, quote, there are resources out there, but sometimes it can get overwhelming. And I'm glad you shared some of the moving parts on that. Probably one of the first things that comes to mind that prevents people from travel is how much does it cost? Or if I'm going to go here, I got to pay an arm and a leg. Walk through how your book, as well as the related resources, helps address I guess one of the bigger questions in regards to budget.
Sure. So most people don't know what their actual budget is. They say, oh, I have $1,000 to spend, or they think that they could have $1,000 to spend in the future. But the way that the book is structured is that we get out of that mindset of, I need to go here because I saw it on Instagram, or I need to go there. Most people say, oh, I have to go to Paris, or I have to go to Bora Bora. No, what we teach people is to figure out, what is the goal of your vacation? Is your vacation to be relaxing, leisurely? Do you want a beach vacation? Because there are a plethora of locations that you can go to in your budget. There are probably even better than the ones that you're seeing on Instagram, but you just haven't heard of it because you haven't searched that way. So we teach people how to do their own research in a practical and efficient way. And hopefully that will open them up to different locations. Because when people say they want to go, I want to go to Vegas because I want to go gamble. Well, Vegas isn't the only place you can go gambling. And it's not the only place where you can go gambling in a warm place. And this isn't the only country that offers gambling either. So you could do an international gambling trip within your budget.
And that's so amazing that you share that because, like I said before, that's one of the things that comes to mind that quote is a barrier for people. Based on the work you're already doing through the lens of your book, through the lens of any workshops, consultations, things along those lines, what are you finding is the biggest surprise, like the oh wow moments that quote people have when you're teaching, consulting, advising?
I think people don't realize the barriers they place on themselves. They don't realize that they're constantly telling themselves that they can't do or that they won't do. Oh, I don't want to go to Arizona. Well, why don't you want to go to Arizona? It's too hot. Well, why do you think that? Everywhere is not everything all the time. You have highs and lows in every location, every instance of life. And so, for example, I'm currently in the Midwest, and right now it's warm, right? It's not normally warm, usually it's -30, but you're going to have days where it's 70 degrees, 80 degrees. Travel in the days that fit your desire, right? And some of those other locations, like, oh, I don't want to go to, for example, Alabama. Well, if you want to go to a Mardi Gras celebration, maybe Mobile, Alabama is better for you, right?
Exactly. And to that point, a number of people don't realize Mardi Gras actually started in Mobile, Alabama. So to a degree, you're going back to the roots. So it's great you are providing access to resources, access to opportunities, helping people minimize barriers. And you're providing it, like you said, in a very concise, reader friendly manner. Where do you see yourself going with your book and with your consulting work? Like, for example, do you see yourself, quote, going on the road or or virtual, or where do you envision yourself taking this? Because just from what you've already shared, it is applying, solid answers to questions that people have on a regular basis.
Well, the book is a series, so there will be multiple versions of this book to come out. So it's called Plan for Fun series. It's by Vacation Pro. Vacation Pro is the brand. We have a YouTube channel, we have an Instagram, and from that, we're really going to delve into the budget side of things. The next book will be more specifically about budgeting, but not in the way that you think. It's teaching people how to spend less money because we always hear gurus say, "Oh, you need to make more money," but not always in people's reach or at least their immediate reach. It takes some time and a lot of effort to make more money, but what you can do is you could find a better way to allocate the funds that you have now, whether that be not going out as much. And I actually don't advocate people to not go out as much. I just advocate for them to go out differently. So instead of going out for dinner, go out for a happy hour, right? You're going to save at least 50% by just doing that, right? Instead of having Taco Tuesdays out, have a Taco Tuesday night at your friend's house every night, and you're going to save a lot of money doing that. And it's more intimate. A lot of people find that when they pivot in those ways, they actually grow their intimate relationships a lot stronger because you don't have all of these outside inputs.
Wow. So it's almost like providing people with a different template and quote reteaching. And you know what it almost sounds like when you said the dinner to happy hour? It's almost like when you diet. It doesn't mean you can't eat something, but you can't eat it as big of a portion. So
Correct.
it's almost sounding like the theme of you can still do what you like to do, but quote, if you do it in moderation, it'll free you up to go on that 3-day weekend or that 5-day, or like you said, like you're alluding to, go overseas or go across the country or go across the continent. So you're basically, again, reteaching and saying, if we're able to make this slight adjustment here, it's going to free you up, and almost like that Disney song, open you up to a whole new world.
That is my number 2 song in the world. So yes, a whole new world. Peebo Bryson. Yes. Let's go.
Wow. That is awesome.
I love that song. But yes, you are absolutely correct in saying that. I will give myself as an example. I am an avid skater. I was born and raised in Atlanta. Skating can get pricey if you go often, right? But I found out, especially during the pandemic, there are a lot of outdoor rinks that are free, and you just take your headset and you go, and it's a lot of fun, and you still meet the same kinds of people, and you're out there and you're having a great time. There's a lot of ways that you can, creative ways where you can still do the things that you love, just differently.
Wow. And I think that's the operative theme, what you just closed out with: do differently. That's almost what you're telling people. If you're willing to do things a little bit differently, you're going to be able to be here, be there, and explore the places that you want to go to. And like you said before, tap into what's the purpose of you going and feed into that. So it's almost like an energy transfer, so to speak. Like it really is.
Yes, absolutely. I really do encourage people to do things differently, not to steal the tagline from church, right? For you ATLians, you know what I'm talking about, right? But it is true. It's absolutely true, because you can get as much value from a $50 event they can from a $500 event if you know what your goal is. And that's what we strive to do. We strive to help identify goals for people, and we focus on planning, because when you identify your goals, then you have something to move forward to. And a lot of people, they don't approach vacation in that way. They think that, oh, I want to go here. Going to that place is the goal, and that's not actually ever the goal. The place is not the goal.
Wow. Well, you kind of said a word and a half right there. So as we get ready to bring things together, please let people know the name of your book, where people may purchase your book, let's start there. The name of your book, where people can purchase your book. Let's start right there.
The name of my book is How to Plan Your Vacation in 30 Minutes or Less. It's available now on Amazon.
Okay. Now, at this point, give people the name of your consulting business, as well as website, social media, and preferred ways for contact and engagement.
So the name of my consulting business is ASP Consulting. I specialize in money budgeting, consulting, and also finance. I have a finance background, just so you know, so you don't think I'm just making all of these things up. I have a law degree, all right? I have degrees, actually. I've been working in the financial industry for over a decade. I help small businesses grow. I specialize in fintechs. You can email me at lynnludaway@gmail.com. You can also visit Vacation Pro at vacationpro.biz, and you can find all of the resources on there, including a free calculator.
Wow. So awesome. Awesome. And before we close out, if people don't remember anything about the themes that you've covered through the lens of travel, related resources, kind of shifting your energy, making, quote, a couple of adjustments and doing things a little differently, what's one takeaway that you want our viewers, readers to have if they don't remember anything else?
Okay, so I'll just show you my shirt. It says self-care is for fun, right? And we want everyone to know that planning does not have to be a burden, right? It's that you should be looking forward to planning your next vacation. Once you know your budget, you will realize that your budget is not a constraint to you having fun.
Wow. I tell you what, you have provided some great nuggets, some great gems, some outstanding resources. And for all of our readers and viewers, if this is the first time you've connected with our guests, don't let it be your last. And as a reminder, you may catch the full article on acenortonccs.com/blog, at Creative Community Solutions LLC on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure to connect with us on Instagram and Twitter at acenortonccs. So, Lynn, we congratulate you for the work you're doing through your consulting company, but also providing what really sounds like an amazing, accessible resource to help people get up and go. So let's go.
Let's go.
All right. Thank you so much. And again, ladies and gentlemen, take good care. We will look forward to seeing you real soon.